Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka is a story about Gregor Samsa, which is played by Viviani Gupta, who is a busy traveling salesman who works very hard to provide for his family. His sister's name is Greta, and she's played by Sakina, and they have a very close relationship. One day, Gregor wakes up and finds that he is transformed into an insect, and this takes a toll on their close bond, which we'll see at the end. We drew, for my directorial, I drew quite a lot of influences from Grotowski's Theater of the Poor, which is based on minimalization of props and scenery, and for the actors to use their voice, hence why there's no microphone being used in this piece.
As Tavleen mentioned, I'm playing Gregor Samsa, who is the character who turns into an insect. And I drew my inspiration from Buto, which is an avant-garde theater practice which uses very grotesque movements, which you will see that I have used in my portrayal of Gregor Samsa. I also was a costume designer for this play, and as you can see, the costumes are very minimalistic, simply black and white. The black of Gregor's costume represents his darkness and the repression that he faces throughout the play. And the white of Greta's costume represents her innocence and purity. And as you can see, it is also dirtied on this on the costume, and this represents how her innocence slowly fades away throughout the play, and she becomes freer once Gregor is finally dead.
Hi, my name is Sakina. I play Greta Samsa, and I'm also the set designer of the Metamorphosis. For my Greta, I drew inspirations from biomechanics and Buto. Biomechanics is a theater form made by Meyerhold, and it's very static, which you'll see from my movements later. And I drew my inspirations from Buto for my more grotesque movements. For the set design, we use a lot of constructionist sets and a lot of minimalistic sets, which comes from Buto and which comes from Theater of the Poor and biomechanics.
I'm Gregor Samsa. There's my sister Greta.
There's brother Gregor.
Isn't it nice that she always waits up for me?
I always wait up for him.
Glass of milk on the table, then bed. Up again at 4 a.m. Yes, 4 a.m. to catch the 5 a.m. train.
He doesn't come home often.
Daily. What a life. What an exhausting job. And I picked it.
He works so hard.
I picked it. I'm a commercial traveler in the cloth train. I have to work to keep them.
But he also makes things at home.
Who else can do it? Father's ill, so they rely on me totally.
He recently made a picture frame, and in it he put a picture cut out from an illustrated magazine.
On my back it rests. Their fortunes rest on my back like a great weight.
It shows a lady with a fur cap and a fur stole, sitting upright and holding out to the spectator a huge fur mouth into which the whole of her form had vanished.
The warehouse was better. One didn't have to worry about the traveling.
It was very good.
I feel sick.
Gregor! Cash! Gregor! Shoes! Gregor! Cigars! Gregor! Beer! Gregor! Clothes! Milk, Gregor?
Thanks. You're up late? Why aren't you in bed?
I thought I'd wait up for you. What's the matter?
My back's aching. Must be carrying these samples all day.
Did you sell much?
Not as much as last week.
Oh. Never mind.
It'll be by there tomorrow.
Perhaps.
Of course it will. I'll make you a lovely breakfast in the morning.
I could sleep forever. Good night, Greta.
Good night, Gregor.
What's happened to me? Everything seems the same. Still raining outside. Oh, my legs! What's happened to my legs? Oh, turn over and go back to sleep. I'm dreaming. But I can't turn over. I can't turn.
Gregor?
Shut my eyes. I'm dreaming. Go away! It's nonsense! It must go away! Oh, spots on my belly. They're itching. I must sleep. I must. But I can't sleep on my back.
Gregor!
I have to work. I have to work. Oh, it's 6:45. The next train leaves at 7 and my samples are not even packed. And even if I did catch the next train, there'd be a row. I knew I was sick yesterday.
Gregor? Aren't you feeling well? Are you needing something?
Just ready! Won't be a minute!
Open the door, Gregor, please do.
Yes! Soon! Soon!
Well, he ate all his dinner today.
Or
Everything's been left standing again.
Or
He's not eaten in 2 days.
I can hear you. You think I can't understand you just because you can't understand me. But I can. I can. I can hear every sound you make. Every moan. I've not left. I'm coming back soon. I didn't resent it. Even if I didn't keep much money for myself, I didn't resent it. Oh God, you make me feel so ashamed. I could hide away forever. If only I could speak to you, Greta. If I could thank you for always looking after me. Perhaps you'd all get used to me. I can't stand this silence. I must speak. I must. I must gather all my strength together and speak to her.
It's time to feed him, Greta.
I won't try to speak again. I know I'm repulsive and I'll go on being repulsive. Oh, how brave you are, Greta, to come here at all. Don't come here anymore. I don't like you, Greta. Opening my window twice a day, as if there's some intolerable stench in here. Why'd you run away like that? You should be used to me by now. Anyone would think I was lying in wait to bite you.
He must be terribly lonely. He tried to speak to me, but he couldn't. He could only make a squeaking noise, and I ran out as if he were something filthy and disgusting. My own Gregor. Usually he hides from me before I clean his room, as if he knows how loathsome he is. But today he just stood there in front of me. I felt sick. He just stares out of his window, stares out at his old world.
It's growing dimmer. Everything's gray. It's all a desert waste of gray sky and gray land. Everything's gray. Everything.